Hi, and welcome to a short tutorial about the Stock Horse of Texas entry form. So this applies both to the entry forms that you fill out online or if you print them out and fill them out by hand. So the first page is very similar to previous years. All your vital information here at the top. Membership numbers, either a Stock Horse of Texas member number or your AQHA or both. And everything above this red line needs to be filled out on every entry form. If you leave some of this information blank, we do charge a $25 fee. Everything from this line up. If you're not sure of your Stock Horse member number and you can't find your card, call the office during business hours and we can look that up for you. If you're new to our organization and just purchased a membership online and you don't have a membership number, if you would just fill in right here where it asks for your member number, just put the words online or pending, either one. That way we will know that you just recently have done an online membership or maybe a membership at a show and you have not received your card yet. Moving down a little bit on the form, here if your computer allows you to sign on the computer, that's great. You can fill this out. If it's difficult for you to sign this, no problem. You can sign that when you check in at the show. All this is pretty self-explanatory, just stalls, RVs, bookkeeping fees, things like that. If you're new to our organization, please do not mail payment in with your entry form. You can just pay for everything when you arrive. Here's a fax number, an email, and an address depending how you're sending it, or if you fill it out online, we receive those automatically. One thing I want to point out that's very important is our scratch and refund policy. Because we don't take any money ahead of time, we really need to know if you intend to scratch, because we reserve cattle and our secretaries go through the time of entering all the information. So if you do not plan to come and you entered, please email us or call us prior to the start of the show so that we can get you out of the draws and adjust our cattle account accordingly. If you do not scratch, we will bill you for the office fee and the cattle charge. Also, our refund policy, we get questions on this. Once draws are posted or the show has started, whichever comes first, then there are no refunds given if you wish to scratch a class. Okay, page 2 is where you're going to notice the most changes from previous year's entry forms. Obviously, you're just going to put your name and your horse's name at the top. If this is a collegiate entry, you can declare your team name right here. Over here in the left-hand column, this is very similar to what we had on previous years. If you're interested in the clinic here or the AQHA ranch riding that is commonly held on Friday evening, you can enter those classes here just like normal. The other side of the entry form is where it really changed. And you'll notice we've kind of divided things up into 3 main sections. This first section is our open and non-pro or AQHA amateur. This middle section has junior division, our limited and intermediates. And at the bottom, we have our novice youth and novice youth divisions. So the way this works, we have decided this year it would be easier to clarify if we grouped all the stock horse classes. So those are here at the top, and if all you're doing is entering stock horse, you pick which division you're in, and you'll be able to select these boxes, or if you're handwriting it, you can handwrite those in for instance, the non-pro. If you're in the level 1 open, those are here, and then of course the regular open. If you are in level 1 open, also entering the open, be sure to select both of those. If you enter level 1 and regular open, you only pay the additional jackpot fee, but we can clarify that in the office for you. Then if you're also entering or only entering the AQHA versatility ranch horse classes, you would come down to these sections here. Here is the regular AQHA Open. The AQHA Cowboy division is right here. And then the AQHA Amateur division is right here. And you can see all the different versatility classes. Then you come to the bottom and we have the cow work cattle fees for each division or the cutting cattle fees. Then you'll be able to total up your fees. If this is a collegiate entry and you're in the non-pro, that is this portion on the right-hand side. And please notice the collegiate are all $20 a class. There's no jackpot in the collegiate division, even in the non-pro. If a collegiate rider wants to double enter, they can enter these classes here and then come over here and enter in the regular divisions as well. If a collegiate rider wants to enter the corresponding regular stock horse division, that is a separate entry fee. There's only one office fee, one cattle fee, as long as everything runs concurrent, but there's a collegiate entry fee, and then would be a separate entry fee if you're entering the corresponding stock horse class. Same thing as we scroll down here, our junior stock horse classes. Here's our limited non-pro and our intermediate non-pro and their corresponding AQHA VRH classes. You'll notice this is blacked out because there is no concurrent VRH for junior at this time. Same way within the collegiate. Coming down here to our novice and youth and our new division of novice youth, you'll see similar setup. You just figure out if you're entering these stock horse classes and then the concurrent AQHA VRH. For those of you who have paint horses, we do have APHA ranch classes this year. The APHA entry form is a totally separate form, but it is set up almost identically. Your APHA classes will be in a separate section just like this. Again, here it's blacked out where there's no concurrent. Over here on the left-hand side of page 2, it's a great area for us to put notes. So this entry is specific for our Bryan show that's in March. And it talks about the different classes, the different times that each thing starts, our year-end banquet. You will also find patterns down here. And moving forward, 2019 and beyond, all reining patterns should be the same. Pleasure, ranch riding, everything would be the same for all divisions. Something new you may notice is this stock horse jackpot ranch cutting. We are going to offer this at a few select shows. It will not be offered at every show, so it will depend if it's on the entry form or not. This is going to be one division only. It will not be divided up, youth, amateur, and open. It is a jackpot class. There is a cutting fee, cattle fee, just like the versatility ranch cutting. If you intend to enter both, it's just one run. It's not two separate runs if you're in the versatility and the stock horse jackpot ranch cutting. We added this because we've had interest from people who do not show AQHA. Maybe they have a paint or for one reason or another are not interested in showing in the AQHA ranch cutting. But they wanted to do ranch cutting because as part of the National Ranch and Stock Horse Alliance, they do offer a cutting class. So we wanted to give our members the opportunity to practice and participate in a jackpot ranch cutting. One thing I want to clarify, the ranch cutting does not figure into the stock horse all around at all. It is only a standalone jackpot class. There's no awards, no year end, and it does not impact the shot all around whatsoever. It's just an extra class, mainly to help you prepare for the National Ranch and Stock Horse Championship show. I think that's about it. If you have any questions, please call the office or shoot us an email. You'll see above each section there are a few notes about how things are drawn together. This year with our new novice youth, the youth and novice youth will all be drawn together so the kids can still visit, get to know each other all together. Same way with our collegiate division being separate this year. For instance, the collegiate limited and intermediate will draw up with the regular limited and intermediate. We hope to really facilitate networking and so forth by having these collegiate writers in with all of our other writers. However, we will have separate results. Hope this clarifies a few things. If you still have questions, feel free to call us at the office during business hours.